When the guy hits the ground and is found, he's got a loaded gun that was in his pocket that his hand was on at the time. We consider that to be self-defense.
So he did shoot him in self-defense.
That's what the allegation is. I don't want to talk too much about the details of the case, but the
Okay.
government claims that he pulled the gun out and shot him. But at the same time, the person that was dead on the ground had his hand on a loaded weapon, illegal loaded weapon, apparently about to shoot Kevin.
Okay. So without saying too much, you're arguing obviously self-defense. That's the crux.
That could be one of the arguments, self-defense. And I would say to the public, somebody's walking up to you with a loaded gun and it's pretty clear he's going to use it with a criminal record a mile long. Do you want to get shot or do you not want to get shot?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't hesitate to pull the trigger.
Listen, check it out now. Holy. Now, people, Mr. Hang Out the V, up it in fashion, whatever you want to call him. We got an update on rapper K Flock out of New York. Now, I'm going to admit, I'm kind of a hypocrite when it comes to K Flock, okay? First, I definitely said, man, this is straight murder music, which I still believe it is. However, I'm a hypocrite because I love that ish. I ain't going to lie to you, man. It's something about drill music. You don't want nobody to die behind it, but damn it, that jump be slapping. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, K Flock is actually sitting in jail, okay, on Rikers Island, because he killed somebody in broad daylight. He was dripped out in designer. I call him the designer demon, okay? The Amiri assassin. However, people are wondering, will he ever come home? Okay, killing somebody in New York City, first of all, having a gun, they trying to give you life, much less killing somebody in broad daylight within New York City limits. Now, his lawyer, Jeffrey Lichtman, that's the guy who actually also represented El Chapo, he actually did an interview where he mentioned a couple of details that people may have not known or got confirmed to be true about the K Flock case. By the way, I heard a semblance of this too. I'll tell you what he said and I'll tell you what I heard. He said, basically, the guy who K Flock killed, when he was found, he had a loaded gun on him. Okay, and basically, he doesn't really say that's going to be the defense, but he's saying it could be self-defense. He's not even saying that K Flock even pulled the trigger, which he's being smart, but he's basically saying this could be self-defense. Now, let me tell you what I heard, right? And this is what I realized, people really lack some common sense. Like, there was a relative, allegedly, I just say allegedly, of the dude who died that really hit me up, and basically, he was mad. He said, why y'all talking about K Flock like he's some type of savage? He's pussy. And I'm like, okay, wow, relax. Okay, he's like, matter of fact, why nobody talking about that? My cousin walked up on him and upped the gun on him first. Then he said he ain't want no smoke. Basically, this is what the guys tell me. I kid you not, okay? The guy said that his cousin who died pulled up on K Flock. He walked out of the barbershop, pulled up on K Flock, upped his gun on K Flock. K Flock was like, nah, chill. He was like, I bet you don't want no smoke, fine. And he says when the guy kind of like goes to turn around, that's when K Flock shot him. So basically he was saying that K Flock was a bitch. And I'm like, listen, don't tell me, tell the cops, okay? Regardless if that's the situation or not, it kind of matches what the lawyer's saying. It's basically saying the dude who pulled up on K Flock had a gun as well. So it's going to get into this very fine gray area possibility where we might be discussing, is this self-defense? Now, the gun charge, if he was indeed the person firing the gun, he's going to be doing some time for that, but he's already sitting in jail, right? The murder part, is it self-defense or is it murder? In New York, they don't really have stand your ground laws, which means as soon as somebody ain't a threat to you, you can't really use lethal force. Now, if the guy allegedly was upped his gun on K Flock, and then he walked away, K Flock just can't shoot him in the back, okay? That's according to the law, okay? Now, granted, we're all regular humans. If somebody just tried to kill you and then they turn their back, nigga, you're gonna try to kill them, right? But in New York, according to the laws, that's not self-defense. Now, granted, that's probably not first-degree murder either, okay? So, again, the first-degree murder charge would have K Flock, facing life. If there's some weird circumstances like this could be, if this is true, around why he killed the dude, right? Rather than it was just premeditated, just cold-blooded murder, K Flock could be facing significantly less time. How much less time? Maybe he's facing 15 years, okay? Here's the point, too, right? The self-defense laws are going to be great. I haven't seen someone really beat one of these cases, at least any public case like this, off of self-defense, usually because they're saying that the mere fact you're walking around with an illegal gun, you probably already had something in mind that you're going to do illegal, and it kind of makes it hard for people to go with the self-defense situation. It's clear that his lawyer is trying to keep it on the table. We'll see how this goes, but it actually does co-sign what I heard, which basically the dude pulled up on K-Flock, the dude was armed, had a gun, and basically K-Flock really upped it in fashion and handled his business. I'm sorry to tell y'all, okay? Now, I don't want nobody to die, but apparently, think about this, and you hear the woman even answer. If somebody come and pulls a gun on you, okay, and you got a gun too, what are you going to do? Okay, we'll see how this gets resolved in court. It might be very interesting. I don't think it'll get resolved in the next couple of years. So I believe K-Flock's going to be doing a lot of time in jail, sitting before it actually gets to trial. These situations get very tricky. Think about Tax Stone. Think about the Tax Stone and the Troy Ave situation. That shit happened probably about I feel like 4 or 5 years ago. Still going on. Still definitely going on, and we haven't got to a resolution in that case. So who knows how long this case will go on. However, we are getting info from the lawyer that the dude that pulled up on K-Flock while he was walking past the barbershop, he definitely had the blick on him, okay? He just didn't use it. K-Flock definitely used his, okay? Get in the comment box. If you guys like them, subscribe. What do you guys think about this whole thing? You think he could beat this case off self-defense? Let me know in the comment section. I'm out.